Soccer has a rich history at Elon. Last year, we saw another great chapter written when Nicole Dennion burst onto the scene and established herself as a dominant soccer player. With 15 goals, Dennion never backed down from any challenge in her path. "90 minutes, 5,400 seconds. That's how long a soccer team has to fight for a victory each game. Every second counts. In life and in soccer, one must make the most out of every moment. Nicole Dennion has always had a natural ability to seize opportunities on the soccer field.
I can remember back when she was like 6, 7, a good friend of ours was the goalie's mom, and she would say, Morgan was scared to death because Nicole gets this look on her face when she's got the ball and she's coming towards the goalie, so I know that continues now.
I remember scoring a bunch of goals. One time I scored 4 goals and they had to take me out. They said you have to sit out because you scored too many goals. All I can remember is just being out on the field, just having fun and scoring goals. That's all memories from when I was little.
When it came time for Nicole to play in college, she found the perfect fit with the Elon Phoenix women's soccer team.
Once I stepped onto that campus and met the girls and everything, I just fell in love, and I felt like I wanted to be there, and it just felt like home being at Elon.
Something she always wanted to do. She always said, I want to be a D1 soccer player, and I'm gonna.
She seemed happy on her visit with Elon. So my first impression was that we had a real nice kid who was quiet, and that was a pretty bad first impression because she's a nice kid, but she's not quiet. It didn't matter how important or small the game we were playing was. It could have been something as simple as a juggling contest. She wanted to win everything. Just a highly internally competitive person.
Nicole's first year was quiet, but by sophomore year, she was a force to be reckoned with on the soccer field.
Freshman year, I was battling mono and my back issues. So I never really fully, after mono, I didn't really fully get back into shape, and I didn't feel like I was just being myself on the field. But last year I was healthy and I just felt like everything came together. I was really fit and I was hungry for scoring goals, and I was just excited to play.
Even watching from the sideline, you have this competitive girl that just makes a difference. She makes an impact. Her energy is contagious on the field. I think everyone can agree with me on that statement. So playing with her, it's an honor to play with her. It's a privilege, and she makes you better by playing with her. Coach Neil called me that day. He was like, what are you doing? And I was like, nothing, why? He's like, you might want to sit down. And I was like, what? What's going on? He was like, you're Southern Conference Player of the Year. Everyone was like, how do you feel? I was like, I can't believe it. I couldn't believe it for the longest time, and I don't know, it was just awesome. It was an awesome feeling.
Her record speaks for itself. All the other coaches in our conference voted her the best player in the league in 2013. So she's arguably the best player that's ever put on an Elon jersey.
Winning the SoCon Player of the Year award meant a lot, but Nicole was determined to work even harder during the off-season to continue her success.
I knew that we were going to the CAA and it was going to be more competition, so I was just determined to get better because I knew it was going to be better competition in the following season. And I set goals for myself that I didn't accomplish in last year, and I wanted to do more than I did last year.
She was operating at a frightening level, almost like we were still in the middle of the season.
Nicole Dennion was on top of the world. When we come back, the story of how one day last winter, everything changed. Watching an athlete perform at a high level, especially when they make it look so easy, is something to marvel and appreciate. As Nicole Dennion went into her off-season training, her teammates and coaches were in awe of her continued improvement. In February, as ice storms ravaged North Carolina, Dennion discovered an opponent that would be more challenging than anyone she ever met on the soccer pitch.
For some reason, we would do an exercise and I would look at Mel, I'm like, Mel, that really hurts. So I was I kind of just held off for a little bit, and then I actually felt a bump mid-February. I had my physics class that night, and I got a call right before it, it was Alyssa, I'm pretty sure, she said, "You need to go get a CT scan right now." I was like, whoa, I have physics class. Like, I can't miss this. Like, and she's like, no, you have to go get the CT scan. So I'm like, okay, go get the CT scan. Nicole, you have a mass in your chest wall. And everyone's always like, you never thought it was cancer? No, I never thought I had cancer.
Nicole was diagnosed with Ewing sarcoma, a cancer of the bone in her ribs.
I go from being like a Division I athlete, running on the field, being healthy, doing fitness the week before, and then the next week I'm in the hospital. But my first thought was, all right, well, this thing picked the wrong person because it's not going to last very long. It was a fight. Just like when you step onto the soccer field, it's a fight. You want to score a goal? Well, I want to get rid of cancer.
You knew you had to go through it, and I just wanted to be there for her and try to be strong.
It was a very hard thing to hear. She's a mess, she's terrified. And I mean, hearing that from your best friend, it's not the best thing you want to hear. You don't know how to react.
They really helped me be strong and helped me know that like everything was going to be okay.
She puts her mind to something, eventually it's going to happen. Surgery at Fox Chase, when she had her actual surgery to take out the tumor and rebuild her ribs and that kind of stuff, that was one of the hardest days in my life because she went into surgery at, I don't know, they took her like 10 o'clock in the morning and it wasn't until 7:30 at night. After she got through that and we got home from the hospital, and there were, it was days before she actually felt like she could walk around or whatever, but she knew then too that the cancer was out of her, and that's what the doctor said to me that evening when she came to me, and I knew that we were over the biggest hump.
No matter how difficult her fight got, Nicole had the incredible support of the Elon community and the national soccer community. Coach Neal set up a website that raised nearly $40,000 for Nicole's medical expenses.
Starting the website wasn't something we had to put a lot of thought into. They're going to need some financial help, so let's get it rolling. And we got it rolling immediately, and the soccer community stepped up instantaneously and stepped up in a very big way, including the Elon women's soccer families.
It's been absolutely incredible to see, especially with Clemson. I had no idea about that jersey. Just when they came up and gave it to us when we went up for captains, I get chills thinking about it. There's no words to explain how much it means and how much we appreciate what every other team has done for us.
I've gotten so many cards and signed jerseys from so many universities. I've seen, teams tweet pictures that they have like yellow shoelaces on for me or purple pre-wrap and tape playing for me, and it's amazing.
Nicole returned to Elon to accept the Outstanding Female Athlete Award at the annual athletics banquet. As she continues to recover, Nicole, Mel, Coach Neal, and the rest of the team anxiously await the day she finally steps back on the soccer field.
Yeah, Coach Neal and I have talked about it, and he described it as it's going to be a really special day, and I totally agree.
I know the second she gets the chance to put on her cleats and put on that number 22 jersey and go out there, it'll be like she never left.
I've got goosebumps just thinking about it right now, so I can only imagine. It's going to be a great moment.
It's weird for me to hear people say that, but Mel has always said that to me, and my mom always says that I'm her hero, so it's awesome.
This is the type of event that makes winning a soccer game feel very unimportant. So, and it makes the relationships you have with your student athletes seem far more important. So from that aspect, it has certainly, changed me as a coach.
When you do something, put everything you have into that, because you don't know if that's going to be gone tomorrow. If you don't have any regrets if you put everything that you have into what you're doing. That's probably my number one thing that I've learned.